There are just 137 days into the NFL season. Reminds me of 104 days of summer vacation, but that is a lie. Put it in the comments below if you get the reference. And there are less than 2 weeks until the schedule release. It's slated to be on May 9th. There's not been an official announcement yet, but Rich Eisen let it slip and said that someone told him May 9th is going to be the day. And if you look back in the past couple of years, the schedule release has always been the second Thursday of the month. And that's usually when the season kicks off in September, as well as the second Thursday in September. But I guess we're going to start the season in Brazil on Friday the 13th. Ooh, so that should be interesting. A Friday game in Brazil. But with that being said, we're going to look at a way too early 53-man roster prediction. This is post-draft, and this is coming from our guy, Mike Payton. I say our guy because he's kind of new to the space, do his things. This is the second time I can see myself starting to reference his stuff quite a bit. But after the NFL draft, I kind of wanted to do this, man. You know, all draft out, mocked out, stuff like that. So we are going to do this. Let me know if you think any different in the comments below. We got to try that one more time. I didn't get this stinger transition for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I had to make that myself. So we going to use it. All right, the way too early 53-man roster prediction. Now, we did take 6 individuals, I believe, in the NFL draft. The first 2 guys are going to be starters, no doubt, in my opinion. They could be depth pieces as far as to start the season, but I think before the season is over, they will definitely both be starting. Quarterback, we're going to keep 2, Jared Goff and Hendon Hooker. I don't disagree with either one of those picks. Obviously, out Nate Sudfeld. Hey, you know what I got to say about that is
Nate Sudfeld is trash.
So I have 0 problem with that. Running back starters, Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Oh, let me move that up. With the backup as Sion Vaki. I think that's how you say his name. Really? So that means that who's out? Craig Reynolds, Zonovan Knight, Jamar Jefferson, and Jake Funk. Okay, so I think we're going to keep 4 on the roster. I think number 4 will be Craig Reynolds. I think Jamar and Zonovan will make the practice squad, and I think Jake will be shown the door. Let's go down to wide receivers. Interesting. We're going to keep 5. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Big Money Man, Jamison Williams, Donovan Peoples-Jones. The backups are going to be Antoine Green and Khalif Raymond. Now, if you look at our actual roster when it comes to wide receivers, these are our wide receivers. We got Traquan Smith, who is a wide receiver as well, but he's kind of a practice squad guy. I don't think he can penetrate the 53-man roster. I think we started the season last year with 5 as well. The only 2 that are different here, we had Marvin Jones, and we also had Josh Reynolds. So those 2 individuals are going to be gone. I would like to see another wide receiver that comes in here, and it's one that I've talked about before, and I've either just made another video about him or I will be making another video about him. Backups, Antoine Green and Khalif Raymond. I'm assuming backups if we ran 3 wide receivers. Khalif is more of a gadget guy, but he's out there as well. Antoine Green got to take a huge step up. He has to defy 7th round expectations, because the 2, we did not take a 7th round pick this season. And the 3 prior, one of them is no longer on the team. One of them might not make the team this year, and he's a practice squad guy at best. And then Antoine Green rounds out those 3. So I don't know. I guess I can agree with that. I would like to see somebody else come in and maybe fill up this role here. Okay. And maybe push Antoine Green back to the practice squad. I just don't think he's ready. Out Traquan Smith. These 2 guys, Jalen Calhoun, Isaiah Williams. A lot of y'all think Isaiah Williams is going to be a dog or whatever. I guess, I don't know. Tom Kennedy, Darius Fountain, and Maurice Alexander. I could agree with that. We're talking about the 53-man roster, so I'm not going to get caught up on the practice squad. Starter, Sam Laporta. That's a no-brainer. Brock Wright backup. Shane Zylstra, it is number 3, and then James Mitchell, number 4. Okay, that means out would be Isaiah Rex. See, I think that Isaiah Rex can push out James Mitchell. I just do. I don't think James has shown enough that he can make the roster, but we shall see. Going down to offensive line, Decker, Glasgow, Ragnow, Zietler, Panay Sewell, backups, Coyote, Kobe, Giovanni, and Christian, which would mean out Dan Skipper, Galvin, Neese, and these guys here. Okay. All right. I can see that. Defensive line. My favorite. Defensive line. Let's see who he has. Starters, Aiden Hutchinson, Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader, and the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Marcus Davenport. But before I do that, I have to do this. Let me know what words I muted out, since I say them entirely too much. Backups, Makai Wingo, John Kaminsky, Broderick Martin, Matthew Betts, Josh Pascal, and James Houston, which means who is going to be shown the door? Levi Onwuzurike. Out Isaac Wood. Oh, really? I mean, good Lord, bro. I got enough of them things. Okay. Dang. I guess this is why people got, man, come on, bro. Discover was like, say hello to my little friend. The Lions didn't address edge rusher the way Derek thought they would. That likely means that Davenport is about to play a lot more than initially thought. Nate Lynn, Isaac. So the two defensive ends we undrafted are going to get cut, according to Mike Payton. Oh, my God. All right, Levi, we're going to have plenty of time to talk about him. Linebackers, Alexander Zalone, Jack Campbell, Derek Barnes, backups, Germ, Malcolm Rodriguez, and Steel Chambers. Well, so an undrafted rookie free agent makes the 53-man roster, and he would be the first one, if I have followed along correctly, who's out. These two dudes. He is also an undrafted free agent. All righty then. Cornerback. Starters. Arnold, Amik, Carlton Davis, backup, Rakestraw, Gilmore, Emmanuel Mosley, which means who is out? Vildor, Dorsey, Strickland, and Craig James. Safety. Starters, Brian Branch, Melifonwu, and Kirby Joseph. So we got a third year, a fourth year, and a second year with Maurice Norris, who is a undrafted rookie free agent, and Brandon Joseph, out, another undrafted free agent. And then we go down to special teams. Michael Batchley, Jack Fox, Scott Daly out. The Michigan undrafted kicker Jake Turner and Hogan Hatton. And that will do it. Now, I think what's going to happen here is I think Jake Bates, the UFL kicker, is going to come in and be a significant part of the roster, but the Detroit Lions cannot sign him or even do anything like that until the end of the UFL season. So there you have the way too early 53-man roster. And let me ask you a question. How much do you agree and disagree with this? I think it could be pretty spot on. I mean, we need to see training camp, OTAs, preseason. Preseason is going to be the defining. Whoever is preseason is like OTAs, minicamp, all that stuff gets you on the bubble. And then penetrating the bubble is going to be preseason. You are going to have 3 games to make a difference. If you get hurt during the preseason, you're probably done. We saw it happen last year. There were guys that were a shoo-in that we assumed would be on the 53-man roster or maybe at worst the practice squad. And then next thing you know, they were gone, like, because they got hurt. So I don't know. There's a few differences I would probably say. But for the most part, we got a long way to go, right? We got to see who's getting cut. We got to see if there's any other guys we're going to bring in, any other free agents. We got to go along that route there and see. So I don't know, but I like this, though. I like the way too early 53-man. We usually do a way too early, and then, we do a way, then we do a way, and then we do a 53-man roster prediction right before the cuts, and then we announce who they actually are. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Still have to update my member list, so that's why I haven't updated it. If you are a syndicate director and you became one over the weekend, don't worry. I'm going to add your name. It's just been so busy. I've had an extremely busy weekend, extremely busy morning, and I haven't updated the list yet. But remember, this channel is brought to you by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.